Now, I know there are many different types of bonds. Can you discuss which ones we prefer in a portfolio?
Well, the bond market is quite complex. There are lots of different types of bonds and risks associated with those bonds in the bond market. Actually, there are more bonds traded than there are stocks to choose from, so in many ways the bond market is more complex than the stock market. But if we break down the risk factors that drive returns in the bond market, there are really just a few to focus on. The first is term risk. Term risk has to do with the risk associated with the maturity of the bonds you own. If you own a bond with 30 years to maturity, that bond is going to be more volatile and have more risk and fluctuate more over the years you own it than if you owned a bond with 5 years to maturity. So term risk is one of the risks associated with the bond market. Another risk associated with the bond market is credit risk. Credit risk has to do with the risk of the issuer. In theory, a government has been thought of as less risky than a corporation. So if we go out and buy a bond issued by a company, we expect it to be riskier and therefore have a higher rate of return than a bond that's issued by a government, which we would expect to have less default risk. Another form of risk in the bond market is currency. You can own bonds of one particular currency, like in the US dollar, but you could also take on other forms of currency risk by owning bonds in other countries, such as Australia, Canada, Europe, etc. So when we look at these different types of risk, term, credit, and currency, portfolio managers such as Gerstein Fischer have to decide which risks do they want to include in the portfolio that they feel fit in the portfolio and that should reward investors. At Gerstein Fischer, we have had a preference toward shorter term, higher credit fixed income. And those are two risks we tend to not overexpose our client portfolios to. We do, however, include foreign currencies, and we feel that is a risk that we want our clients to have exposure to. Now, what risks we expose our client bond portfolios to is not a static issue. It's something that's dynamic and can be changed over time. But the one thing we know is that we never want to view portfolios by their pieces. For each risk we bring into a portfolio, it impacts the risk at the total portfolio level. What we find is that many investors load up on risk on the bond side of their portfolio. They'll take on the term risk, the credit risk, and the currency risk. By taking on all those risks with the bond portion of the portfolio, that perhaps should be the safe portion of an investor's portfolio, they end up sacrificing the amount of risk that they can take on the stock portion of the portfolio, which is where, frankly, over time we would expect investors to have a higher rate of return. So we can think of this a little bit like water balloons. When you squeeze the risk over here, it sort of comes out over here. So if we think about portfolios as compared to the component parts, we have to understand the risk impact that each piece takes and makes toward the other side. And that's a bit about how we think about fixed income strategies and building portfolios at Gerstein Fischer.